Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. Yeah, ETH trends down a little bit. It's trending down a little bit today. It's a bit of a boring weekend, as it seems, after we had a little bit of action yesterday towards the end of the trading week. Obviously, crypto trading is 24/7, but you know, Monday to Friday we normally see the biggest movements. So weekend is typically a little bit more quiet, but yeah, especially today, again, just sideways trending, sideways ranging, like last weekend, which was also pretty boring, actually. You remember last Friday, so week before, well, before the last weekend, we had that move to the downside, which I have labeled here on the ETH chart, an A wave. Then we had this boring sideways action. ETH was actually a little bit more exciting than Bitcoin, a little bit more volatility. Bitcoin was moving in a very, very tight range until Thursday and until Wednesday, Thursday. Anyway, we've seen a bit of movement. They both were trending down yesterday, then recovered, and we're now exploring the idea that the wave 4 is in, that wave 4 is over. If that's the case, we should really see a reaction very, very shortly. We don't want it to break below the low from yesterday, so the price definitely needs to hold $2,416 to assume that the wave 5 has already started. I posted it earlier today that it would be good if it's even holding above 2,433, because it's just dropping through the Fibs now, but 2,448 is the golden ratio, a very important Fibonacci level, and then below that 2,433. But yeah, below 2,433, I have to assume that we start to see invalidation of the idea that a wave 5 has started. Now, I intentionally didn't put any labels on this because it's not very clear if it's bottomed. It's the first deeper pullback that typically tells us the truth, okay? And that's happening now. So this is going to be basically between now and 2,433. We need to be watching for a reaction. Now, if there isn't one, then we are likely going to drop one step further on the Fibonacci ladder, which will then take us to 2,360 with a high likelihood. And if we don't see any support there, or if the price cannot turn around from there, well, then it's quite simple, and the yellow wave count will get into control. But we cannot really confirm that until we see that break below $2,360. Okay, but as I mentioned already, below 2,421, so below basically yesterday's low, probabilities for the yellow count naturally will increase, and the white count will get less likely. It just, it's just already a deep wave 4. For a diagonal, absolutely okay. But yeah, anything below the 50% Fibonacci level always raises concerns that we might see a break. But if we see a break, then we're just moving down in the C wave with a high likelihood, okay? And I mentioned to you that we might then test the $2,200 level. That's not changed at all. We can determine that by taking the length of the yellow A wave, which is the decline that happened between the 9th of December and the 18th of December. And then we can confirm that, or let's say compare that with the current decline. And there are a few levels to watch anyway, okay? So what do we have? We've got 2,390. That's still in the orange support area. I just mentioned that as maybe an additional level to watch. It actually fits quite well to these previous highs. I think we should leave that on the chart. I will actually leave that as a gray line on the chart, because as you can see, the market reacted here sort of several times though. The price could not maintain above that level, and also here early January. So I just want to leave it on I think, there could be a reaction around 2,390, and then we've got 2,323. And what do we have below that? That's the 1.38 and 1.618 extension levels. Goes basically down to 2,200. Now let me hide the background, and then we can leave that on the chart. Basically just as a thin line. I want to actually leave it Yeah, so that looks better. More like that. Okay, and then we have at least some more levels there to watch that could act as support on the way down. Okay, now I'll take the resistance area off. We don't need that at the moment. The price did react here on the 16th of January to resistance. Now it's quite deep in support. Let's see if one of these levels can stop the decline. But yeah, in the white count as it is on the chart, we should very shortly see a reaction. And if not, then that's already a warning that either the wave 4 resets, but it will definitely reduce the likelihood of the white count. And then the yellow count would get in control below 2360. Okay, that's my update about ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.